Good evening, Virgin Gorda. No, that's not good enough. Virgin Gorda! Other fellow Virgin Islanders, Tortola in the house. Let me hear you. I want to give a special shout out to Racina. I see you. And I promise you, you're not going to be disappointed. Good evening. So happy to see you here. Fellow Virgin Islanders, I am Sandy Harrigan Underhill, your at-large candidate with the National Democratic Party, and I'm so pleased and honored to be representing our women on this team. This is a party that will take this country forward into a brand new day. We have new, excited energy, and each one of us have a proven track record of success. We are ready, we are eager to serve you, the people of these Virgin Islands. Virgin Gordians, some of you have met my fellow team members, you've met some of my friends along the road. My mother told me last week that she met a couple of you in her store in Road Town, and the message is, we don't know who she is. We want to support the team, but we don't know who she is. But I'm here to tell you a little bit, I'll give you a little history about who I am. Virgin Gordians, let me formally introduce myself. I was born Sandy Harrigan. My father was Orlando Harrigan, whose father was Samuel Harrigan, born in San Pedro, Santo Domingo. He was one of 11 children of Richard Glanville Harrigan, who was my great-grandfather. He was one of 3 sons born to Thomas and Ellen White Harrigan of North Sound. So Virgin Gorda, you best believe I am so proud to tell you tonight that I am home. I am home. Now let me tell you why you must vote for me. I spent the last 5 years as a principal of the largest secondary school in our territory. And I can stand before you and tell you all about my degrees and what I earned in school, but I suspect you don't want to hear that. Because a man is judged not by what he have, but by what he has done. And I'm going to tell you that I have served the youth families of this territory, particularly Tortola, very, very well for the last 5 years as principal. I can tell you a whole list of accomplishments, but that's going to take all night. I'll just remind you of those major challenges that I faced as principal, and I would tell Mr. Walwyn over and over again, I believe I had the most challenges of any principal in the shortest space of time in the history of these Virgin Islands. And I will tell you, I overcame each one of them. We had the floods of August 7, 2017. And I don't know how many of you heard, but those floods were particularly mean to Elmo Stout High School, destroying the entire art department, which was on the basement floor of our building, our largest building. And just when we were about 90% ready in terms of recovery with the help of community-minded persons who came to volunteer, there came September 6, Hurricane Irma. And everybody knows that our school was entirely devastated. To put that into perspective, that was let me just go back. About 1,600 students were registered to come to Elmo Stout High School for the 2016-17 school year. 17-18 school year. That meant that together with the Ministry of Education, we had to figure out a plan quickly. I was very instrumental in making sure that we secured not only a building for those students, but the shift system that we are now using. I was very much a part of that. Ladies and gentlemen, together, we were able to make sure that 1,200 students were returned to school. About 145 teachers returned to work. And what that means is that there was uninterrupted education for our students. Come on, put your hands together for that. It is with that same dedication and hard work that I want you to trust me as your at-large candidate with this very esteemed team to serve the people of these Virgin Islands. Virgin Gordians, Virgin Islanders. We are at a critical crossroad in the Virgin Islands, and our country's future depends on leadership. You will hear a lot of parties talking about leadership, critical crossroads. But this is the team that is going to bring you strong, transformational, and visionary leadership. And not only that, but leadership that cares about the people of the Virgin Islands. All of the people of the Virgin Islands. It doesn't matter whether you are BV Islanders or belongers, you're residents, you're the elderly, you're young, you're old, you're women, whatever you are, you chose to make the BVI your home. And for that reason, we are proud to say that this is the party that is going to serve all of you and serve you well. This is the party that meets the people where they are. Supermarkets, on the street, in the church, yes, in the rum shop and in the ghetto. We are not too afraid to get our hands dirty as leaders, each and every one of us. We have done that not just because it's election time. We've been doing it all along. I am the leader that's not afraid to make hard decisions. I am a strong, confident woman. And as you can see, I am not afraid to stand with the boys. I am not afraid to stand with the boys and let the voice of the women of these Virgin Islands be heard. I am proud to represent all women and young girls who are aspiring to be great. I, Sandy Harrigan Underhill, I am that leader. A leader who wants to continue the great works that was begun under our current education minister. A leader who wants to see the fruits of his great labor, particularly in the area of special education, teacher training, and to continue the progress that he made with our at-risk and juvenile delinquent students who cannot function in a regular classroom setting. I am that leader. Yes, sir. Fellow Virgin Islanders, Virgin Gordians, listening audience, Annie Guardians, Just Van Dyke, wherever you are, I will be your leader who creates policies for our youth to ensure that their education, their health, and the overall development of our young people are important and a priority on our list of things to do if we are elected, when we are elected. I will be your leader who is instrumental in developing a society in which our women and men can enjoy equal opportunities, but most importantly, to establish a platform to empower and support our women, creating opportunities for single mothers particularly who are struggling daily, helping them to obtain skills in parenting, coping, and other critical areas aimed at helping them become more effective, thus strengthening our society. Virgin Islanders, Virgin Gordians, friends and family, I, Sandy Harrigan Underhill, I am that leader and I am that voice. Yes, Sandy. Our chairman said in his speech earlier this evening that there was never ever a time in our country's history when leadership mattered more. We all have a stake in this election. And I am worried and concerned as I canvass and do our campaigning and talk to people who continuously tell me, I am not going to vote. I am very, very concerned about our young people when I meet them and I ask them what they think and how they feel, and they say, Miss Underhill, I am not voting. I don't want to be a part of this election. I am here to tell you tonight that we all have a stake in this election. We all have a voice in this election and in deciding that the leadership of this country ends up in the right hands. Fellow Virgin Islanders, we do not want to change the trajectory that we are on. We are at a critical crossroad. Our financial services and the luxuries that we are afforded because of the income we receive, it is being threatened. We do not want a new party to lead the charge in deciding how we will overcome that challenge. We must ensure that this team is the team that you elect to lead at this critical crossroad in our country's history. I humbly stand before you here tonight along with my esteemed team, and I ask for your vote. I particularly ask you to re-elect the Honorable Hubert O'Neill. You've heard all his accomplishments. You've heard all what he has done, not because he's a quiet man who doesn't talk, who doesn't put all his stuff on Facebook. He's not taking pictures, and we have told him that he needs to do that. But it doesn't mean, nonetheless, that he has not worked for you, the people of Virgin Gorda and Anegada. We want you to re-elect Dr. Hubert O'Neill and the rest of the NDP team. This is the People's Party and the team with a proven track record of success. This is the team that cares about these Virgin Islands. And again, I reiterate, it doesn't matter whether you are a BV Islander or belonger, a resident, or if you have no status as yet. This is the party that cares simply because you call the Virgin Islands your home. We care because we believe that we are better, stronger together. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Virgin Islanders, I thank you so much. God bless Virgin Gorda, God bless Anegada, and God bless these beautiful Virgin Islands.